everyone, welcome back to English Skill Builder. My friend, if you are here because you want to speak English faster, more confidently, and without being afraid of making mistakes, then stay with me. Maybe you have studied English for years, learned hundreds of words, memorized grammar rules, and still feel stuck when it is time to speak. But today, I want you to understand something very important. You don't need to become perfect before you start speaking. You need to start speaking before you feel perfect. If you want to speak English faster, one of the simplest and most powerful things you can do is listen and repeat. You do not need complicated grammar books, difficult vocabulary, or hours of memorization. You need to train your ears and your mouth to work together. When you listen to English regularly, your brain begins to recognize the sounds, rhythm, pronunciation, and natural patterns of the language. And when you repeat what you hear, you are teaching your mouth how to produce those sounds more naturally. Think about how children learn their first language. They don't begin by studying grammar rules. They listen to their parents, family members, teachers, and people around them. They hear the same words again and again. Then they try to copy those sounds. They make mistakes, but they keep repeating. Slowly, the words become familiar and speaking becomes natural. You can use the same basic principle to improve your English. Choose a short English audio or video that is easy enough for you to understand. It could be a simple conversation, a short story, a motivational speech, or an English listening lesson. Don't choose something extremely difficult because your goal is not to understand every complicated word. Your goal is to train your brain to hear English clearly and respond to it quickly. First, listen without speaking. Pay attention to how the speaker pronounces each word. Notice the rhythm of the sentence. Listen to where the speaker pauses and which words receive more stress. You may notice that native speakers don't pronounce every word separately. They connect sounds together. And this can make English feel fast when you are listening for the first time. After listening once or twice, start repeating. Play one sentence, pause the audio, and repeat the sentence out loud. Don't repeat it silently in your mind. Your voice needs practice too. Try to copy the speaker's pronunciation, speed, rhythm, and emotion. If the speaker says, "I want to improve my English," don't simply read the sentence. Listen carefully and imitate the way the speaker says it. At first, your pronunciation may not sound perfect. That's completely normal. Don't stop because you think your accent is wrong. The purpose of this exercise is to build coordination between your ears, brain, and mouth. The more you repeat, the more comfortable your mouth becomes with English sounds. You can make this practice even more powerful by using the shadowing technique. Shadowing means listening to a speaker and repeating almost immediately after them, sometimes while they are still speaking. It may feel difficult in the beginning, but it teaches your brain to process English faster. You don't have enough time to translate every sentence into your native language. Instead, you begin to recognize English phrases directly. For example, when you hear, "How are you doing today?" don't translate every individual word. Listen to the whole expression as one natural phrase. Then repeat it. When you practice this way, your brain begins storing complete expressions instead of isolated words. Later, when you want to speak, those expressions can come to you much more quickly. You can also record your own voice. Choose 5 or 10 sentences from your listening practice and record yourself repeating them. Then compare your recording with the original speaker. Listen for pronunciation, pauses, speed, and clarity. Don't criticize yourself. Instead, identify one small thing you can improve and repeat the exercise again. If you only have 10 minutes, use those 10 minutes wisely. Spend a few minutes listening, a few minutes repeating, and a few minutes speaking without looking at the text. If you have more time, continue the same process with another short conversation. Consistency is more important than trying to practice for many hours once and then stopping for several days. And remember, speaking English fast does not mean speaking carelessly. Your goal is to become faster while staying clear and understandable. Don't force yourself to speak extremely quickly. Start slowly, speak clearly, and gradually increase your speed as your confidence grows. The beautiful thing about listening and repeating is that you can practice almost anywhere. You can listen while sitting at home, walking, traveling, or taking a short break. You don't need a classroom or a speaking partner every time. What matters is that you actively listen and use your voice instead of only watching and understanding. So today, choose one short English audio. Listen carefully, repeat every sentence, copy the speaker's rhythm, record your voice, listen again, repeat again, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Every repetition is teaching your brain something new. Every sentence is making your mouth more comfortable with English. And every small practice session is helping you respond more naturally instead of searching for every word in your mind. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to speak English quickly is that they are constantly translating in their minds. They hear an English sentence, translate it into their native language, think about the meaning, create a response in their native language, translate that response back into English, and then finally speak. By the time they are ready to answer, the conversation has already moved forward. This process makes English feel slow, difficult, and stressful. If you want to speak English faster, you need to slowly break this habit and train your brain to understand English directly. Think about how you learned your first language. You did not translate every word before understanding it. When someone said a simple word, you connected that word directly with an idea, object, feeling, or action. You heard it many times, understood it through context, and eventually it became automatic. You can create the same kind of connection with English. Instead of hearing the word water and translating it into your own language first, imagine water. Instead of hearing open the door and translating every word, imagine yourself opening a door. This simple practice teaches your brain to connect English directly with meaning. Start with very simple sentences that you use every day. When you wake up, think in English. Instead of thinking in your native language and translating, I am getting out of bed. Try to think directly. I am getting out of bed. When you drink something, think, I am drinking water. When you go outside, think, I am going outside. When you are hungry, think, I am hungry. These sentences may look extremely easy, but they are powerful because you are training your brain to create English thoughts without waiting for translation. Do not try to think about complicated English immediately. Your goal is not to sound like a native speaker in one day. Your goal is to make English automatic little by little. Start with the words and sentences you already know. The more often you use them, the faster your brain will recognize them. You are building a new mental pathway, and every repetition makes that pathway stronger. Another powerful method is to describe what you see around you in English. Look at your room and say, this is my chair. The window is open. My phone is on the table. I am sitting on the bed. You don't need a teacher, a classroom, or a complicated lesson. Your everyday life can become your English practice. When you walk outside, describe what you see. There is a car. The weather is hot. People are walking. A man is talking on the phone. This exercise forces your brain to find English words directly instead of waiting for your native language to give you the answer. You can also practice thinking in English while doing normal activities. When you are cooking, say, I am cutting vegetables. When you are cleaning, say, I am cleaning my room. When you are working, say, I am busy right now. When you are preparing tea, say, I am making tea. These small sentences are not meaningless practice. They are creating a habit of using English naturally throughout your day. And remember, you do not have to know every word. If you don't know the English word for something, don't stop your entire thought. Use simpler words to explain it. This is actually an important speaking skill. For example, if you don't know the word umbrella, you can say, the thing we use when it rains. You are still communicating. Fluent speakers do not always know every word either. They know how to continue the conversation when a word is missing. Listening is also important because your brain needs examples of natural English. Listen to short conversations, simple stories, or English videos and pay attention to complete phrases rather than individual words. If you hear, what are you doing? Don't only memorize the meaning of what and doing. Learn the whole expression as one useful unit. Then when you want to ask someone about their activity, your brain can bring back the complete sentence quickly. You can make this practice even stronger by repeating what you hear. Listen to one short sentence, pause the audio, and say the sentence aloud. Try to copy the rhythm, pronunciation, and speed. You don't need to understand every grammar rule before repeating. You are training your mouth and brain to work together more naturally. Most importantly, give yourself permission to make mistakes. If you wait until every sentence is grammatically perfect, you will keep translating and thinking for too long. Speak with the English you know. Make simple sentences. Repeat them. Improve them later. Your first goal is communication, not perfection. The more you stop translating and start connecting English directly with your thoughts, the more naturally English begins to come to you. At first, it may feel strange. You may pause, forget words, or accidentally return to your native language. That's completely normal. Keep bringing yourself back to English, one thought at a time, one sentence at a time, one conversation at a time, until English starts becoming something you don't have to translate first, but something you can understand, think, and express directly. The third and most important step is to speak without fear and build confidence through practice. Many people believe that they need perfect English before they can start speaking, but this is exactly what keeps them silent. They wait until their grammar is perfect, their pronunciation is perfect, their vocabulary is strong, and they know every sentence they want to say. But the truth is, confidence does not come before practice. Confidence comes because of practice. You become confident by speaking, making mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and speaking again. Think about a child learning to walk. A child does not stand up and say, "I will only walk when I know how to do it perfectly." The child tries, falls, gets up, and tries again. Nobody laughs because the child falls. Everyone understands that falling is part of learning. Your English journey is exactly the same. When you speak English and make a mistake, it does not mean you are bad at English. It means your brain is learning something new. So today, give yourself permission to make mistakes. Say simple sentences. Do not worry if your grammar is not perfect. Start with what you already know. You can say, "I am going to work. I am feeling tired today. I want to improve my English. I watched a video today." These sentences may look simple, but when you speak them again and again, your brain starts becoming faster at producing English naturally. One of the best ways to build confidence is to practice speaking alone. You do not always need a teacher or a speaking partner. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself in English. Tell yourself what you are doing. "I am getting ready. I am drinking water. I am going outside. I am going to work." At first, it may feel strange. You may feel that you are talking to yourself for no reason, but this simple exercise teaches your brain to create English sentences without waiting for someone else. Another powerful method is shadowing. Listen to a short English sentence and repeat it immediately after the speaker. Try to copy the pronunciation, rhythm, pauses, and natural flow. Do not just repeat the words with your eyes. Listen carefully and let your mouth follow what your ears hear. If the speaker says, "What are you doing today?" repeat it with the same rhythm. Do it several times until the sentence starts feeling natural. Remember, your goal is not to speak complicated English. Your goal is to speak English comfortably. Many learners try to use difficult vocabulary because they think difficult words make them sound fluent. But real communication is often built from simple words used naturally and confidently. If you can express your thoughts clearly using simple English, you are already making progress. You can also create a small challenge for yourself. Choose one topic every day and speak about it for 1 minute. Talk about your family, your job, your city, your favorite food, your daily routine, or your future dreams. Set a timer for 1 minute and keep speaking. If you don't know a word, don't stop completely. Use another word. Explain the idea in a different way. This teaches you an important skill, continuing the conversation even when you do not know every word. And when you make a mistake, don't stop and criticize yourself. Notice it, correct it, and continue. If you say, "Yesterday I go to the market," you can simply correct yourself, "Yesterday I went to the market." Then keep talking. You don't need to restart the entire conversation. Your purpose is communication, not perfection. You can also record your voice on your phone. Speak for 1 or 2 minutes and listen to yourself later. At first, you might not like hearing your own English. You may notice pronunciation problems, pauses, or repeated words. Don't feel discouraged. Instead, use the recording as a mirror. Listen again after a few days and compare your progress. You will begin to notice that words come faster, your pauses become shorter, and your voice sounds more confident. Most importantly, stop comparing your beginning with someone else's middle. Maybe another person speaks English fluently today, but you don't know how many years they spent practicing. Your responsibility is not to become them. Your responsibility is to become better than the version of yourself from yesterday. So for today, make a simple promise to yourself. Speak English for a few minutes without worrying about mistakes. Listen carefully, repeat what you hear, speak about your life, record your voice, and try again. Every sentence you speak is training your brain. Every mistake is giving you information. Every repetition is building a stronger connection between your thoughts and the English words you want to say. You don't need to wait for confidence to arrive. Start speaking while you are nervous. Start speaking while your grammar is imperfect. Start speaking while your vocabulary is still growing. Because the moment you stop being afraid of mistakes is the moment you give yourself the freedom to learn faster, speak more naturally, and become the English speaker you have been trying to become. In this video, we are going to focus on English listening practice in a simple and practical way. You will listen, repeat, understand, and train your brain to respond faster. One day may not make you completely fluent, but one focused day can change the way you practice English and give you the confidence to take your first real step. So don't worry about your mistakes. Don't compare your English with someone else's English. Your journey is yours. Just listen carefully, repeat with confidence, and give yourself permission to learn. Because sometimes the biggest barrier between you and fluent English isn't your ability. It's the fear inside your mind telling you that you are not good enough. Today, let's silence that fear and start speaking.